Hello A plus traders, welcome again to another weekly market forecast. I know last week I didn't publish a weekly market forecast. Actually, I was working on a mini project for members of the Pro Traders course, and that is going to be published this week for everybody in the Pro Traders course. So time was of the essence, so I wasn't able to publish a weekly market forecast. So this week, let's look at the fundamentals for this week. So this week, Monday, we have the only high impact news for Monday is the gross domestic market. That's for the Asian market. Building permits, USD, and Federal Chair Powell is going to testify to, and ECB. This is going to affect the euro zone, euro currency. What else? Existing home sales and initial job claims. Alright, so that means the focus on this week is on euro and US dollar. So let's go back to the chart, but before that, if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, kindly do that right away. Hit the subscribe button below and also click on the notification bell. So we start with Euro AUD. So on Euro AUD, we have been long term bearish. We have been selling since March, but then last month we took a buy trade. It was a counter trend trade. Alright, so this is what we have on the daily. Prices has moved all the way down here, and this to me looks like a corrective phase, more like a correction. So I want to see this ABCD correction, then price will drop to the downside. So but for this week, let's look at trade for this week. That is a bigger time frame analysis. So for this week, we look at this. Alright, this is what we have on my entry time frame, which is a 4-hour time frame. I want to see price push back down, like retest this other trend line here, then push up. So you wait for that retracement, that pullback. Then when you get that bullish impulse from here on your lower time frame, maybe the 1 hour or 15-minute time frame, or maybe a bullish reversal candle from here, you take your buy, place your stops below there, and your TP, take off your profit when price reaches here, because price may decide to break up or reverse. But what I expect on this trade is this, on this pair is this. This is what I want to see, that's corrective structure play out there. So let's look at EURJPY. On EURJPY, we are actually looking for a long-term reversal on this pair. You see, I've been showing you this chart for weeks now, but I also say price can test this, tag this bottom before that reversal. But since price have given us an opportunity to buy, and we are looking for a long-term reversal on this pair, we are actually going to buy. 2 weeks ago, we wanted to buy from this price zone here, 115.47 zone, and price went below it, and I didn't take any bullish trade. I didn't take any buy position because price was trading below here. I was waiting to see further price action from here. So what actually I was looking for, I wanted to see maybe price push up here, give us a bearish rejection, then I'll sell, or maybe push above it, retest, and I buy. So that is how I normally trade. You know, I'm a swing trader, so I patiently wait for my trade setup to be completed. So from what we have seen here on the daily, price pushed back up over this and closed over 115.47 zone, and you see this retest here. On Thursday we had that nice hammer there, and also Friday a doji. So these are indications that price will push further to the upside. So what we are going to look at for this week is buying this EURJPY for this week. So we want to buy from this zone back to this top. So you buy to 118.700. so for this week, make sure you don't miss that buy. You can wait for price to tag this zone again, then push up, or price can just push up from here. So for this week, look out to buy EURJPY. So next on my list is USD card. So if you look at the USD card, this is what we have on the higher time frame. This is the daily time frame. So I'm bearish on USD card. I want to see price break below here, retest, then still continue pushing down to 1.33154 zone. So I want to see price back at that bottom. But let's go to the entry time frame. This is what is happening down here on the entry time frame. So you need to watch out for price actions from here. If you get rejections from this level, this zone, that is bearish impulses, or you get some bearish reversal candlestick like this one here, inverted hammer engulfing, bearish engulfing, you sell and place your stop loss at least 50 pips away from that signal candle and sell it down to the bottom. But if you don't see price selling from here, wait for it to push up, tag this top, push up, tag the 1.42966 zone. When price tags that zone and you get the bearish impulses from there and bearish rejection, you sell from there back to this level. So our trade for this week is to sell USD card back to the 1.38700. So that is what we have on USD card. Another pair I want to look at this week is NZDUSD. So on NZDUSD, on the daily time frame, 2 weeks ago we were actually looking for price to break below this trend line. You guys can check the video of 2 weeks ago and you see we were looking for price to break below that trend line. We were selling from also here, wanted price to break below, then continue selling, and price have done just that. Price broke below, retested, and is heading down. So for this week we are still looking for selling opportunities on this chart. So this is the entry time frame, the 4 hour. You see price has already pushed down, so we want to see price continue pushing down to that bottom, or if you don't see a straight sell from there, you wait for a pullback, then join the sell. Let me even look at the other lower time frame and give you maybe a good view of this. Let's look at this correction. Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. Alright, so there is a correction from the 15 minute time frame. You see impulse, correction, impulse, correction. This is another impulse, this is another correction. Don't forget price moves in waves. Price does not move in a straight line, so we want to see this to break down. Wow, that drawing is bad. Let me use straight line for that. You need to see this break down, then you start selling. Once you see this corrective move break down, retest, you can start selling from there. Or price may make a deeper correction, then you put this. I'm just showing you all my entry strategies here, guys. But I just want to do it for you to compliment for not publishing a weekly market forecast last week. Okay, alright, so we may also see a deeper pullback. Price retest that trend line, is sell. So that is it. And NZDUSD bearish this week. So those are the two scenarios price may present itself: a breakdown from here and keep going down, or tag this top, tag this trend line rather, then drop. And let's look at gold. I know a lot of guys inboxed me and they were asking me what is happening on gold, and because they were trading gold. You all know since March, gold has been trending higher, has been pushing up. That's really been trending higher, going up. Look at the chart. You know, we see series of higher lows, price have just been pushing up, and right now is at a level of resistance. Price have not been able to break above this current market price for 3 weeks now, so it's struggling. So we want to see it break down. So for this week, I'm bearish on gold. So you can see price pushing down, push up again, drop down, and it's moving correctively in this way. That is a corrective structure, so I want to see it back down. Looks like magic, but it's not magic. Pure price action. Okay, so right now price is already at this top, and so you go to your entry time frame, your lower time frame, maybe the 1 hour, the 2 hour, or the 15 minute. Make sure you get a bearish impulse from that current market price there, or you get some bearish reversal candles from there. When you get those rejections, that is when you sell back to this bottom. Okay, so, and don't forget, price may tag this trend line again, push up once more, then drop. So just have this in mind. These are possible scenarios that price may present in the coming weeks. So trade with caution, especially gold. You know, gold is very volatile, and if you have a small trading account, avoid trading gold. So the next pair we are going to look at is Bitcoin. Oh, we just saw the halving of the Bitcoin last week, and we are expecting price to, in the long term, rally back up to 18,000 or 20,000 price zone, but that is going to take months to happen. So, but for the mid-term, for the short term, we want to trade gold, and I'm seeing a short-term selling opportunities. This is the daily. Let me go to my entry time frame at once. 4 hour. So this is the 4 hour. Let me make the chart very clear so we can all see what I'm looking at. This is how price is moving on Bitcoin. See that movement? So I want to see it back to 8,991 zone, but I'm not selling at the current market price. I don't want to sell at the current market price. It's not nice to sell from there. So I'm going to wait for price to push up one more push up, tag this trend line. When I get my bearish impulse, when I see bearish impulse from here, when I get those sell confirmations from here, that is when I'm going to sell to 8,991 zone. But this one more push to the upside, it is tradable. You can trade it, but for me, I don't want to trade because it doesn't fit into my own trading plan. The risk to reward there is going to be very poor for me. It doesn't fit into my trading plan, so I'm not going to take that trade. But if your trading plan says you should trade 1:2, 1:1, you can take that trade. Okay, so we want to see price push up, tag this top, then drop to 8,991 zone. So this ABC move to complete, and ABC, then drop. So that is that for Bitcoin. Let's look at NASDAQ. That is NAS 100. You can see from the weekly, price have been trending higher. Let's go to the daily. See, since April, price have been pushing up from this lows here, and I still want to see price is still going to push up and tag this 9,768 zone. Already you can see from here price rejecting this trend line and carving a nice hammer there. So let's look at my entry time frame, which is the 4 hour. Here's my 4 hour time frame. So what you are looking for this week, we want to see price slightly moving down, tag this trend line, give us a rejection, then push up. So this is our trade for this week on NASDAQ. You see, Very straightforward and straight to the point. That is what we are going to cover, and that is what we can cover today on this episode episode of weekly market forecast. I hope you learned a thing from this video, and if you do like the video, if you have any questions, comments below this video. Don't also forget to share this video with your friends. Share it with your friends, let them also learn from this video. Don't forget to subscribe too. Hit the subscribe button below this video, and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my video updates. Thank you, and have a peaceful week ahead.